I hope everybody is well this afternoon. Yeah, it's a very misty day here in Hollym. I'm on the beach at Hollym with Toby. I thought I'd have a decent walk because we didn't have a proper walk this morning. So it might have been better, to be honest, going on the cliff, but I thought I'd wing it by coming up here. There's the sea coming in, your tide's not in fully yet. It's not a problem being here. There he goes, little fella. Toby! He's going to wait for me now. Well, good afternoon, Dave. How are you this afternoon? It's very close. It's not cold, it's just close. Very muggy as well. Toby! Well, Toby's up ahead. Hopefully he's going to wait. He's going to wait for me. The rattle of bags normally does it. Come on then. Let's get some treats out for him. Put the bag back in my pocket, we've got them in my hand. Come on then, here Tobes. He's here at the side of me. Come on. Tomorrow I'm going to look into one of those collars, Dave. It has been a busy day for me today. So I'm going to look into it tomorrow. I'll have a look tonight and see what we've got on Amazon. Tomorrow, if necessary, I'll take a trip into Hull, see what we've got at Pets at Home and other places. Well, our friend, the column of Earth, getting a little bit thin now, isn't it? There you go. Right, now come here, let's get you on your lead. I'm just going to put Toby on his... Yeah, I didn't have anywhere proper to put my phone while I put Toby's lead on. So I apologise for that, folk. Well, this is the North Sea that we're looking at. I've got my lanyard for my so I make sounds with it just to test it and test myself, if you will. The diggers are still there waiting to be picked up. Come on, Tobes. Well, he's back on his, look at them waves. God. Yeah, I know, Dave, I know. There's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid, at the moment. Hopefully, as we get closer to Withernsea, it should get better. A lot of it is the atmospherics around here, affecting the signal and things like that. Well, in all, I had a good night's sleep. Last night. Like I said, I was going to watch Call the Midwife. I never missed that. And then after that, went and put in another hour and a half revision. That was hard. My head was really going to explode. And I went to bed. I thought I shouldn't have done that because my brain's going to be working overtime all night. Strangely enough, the next thing I remember was the alarm going off at 6:30. So I'd slept from 11:30 till 6:30. I was surprised. Got up at 6:30. Quick shower, jumped into my uniform, left the house for 7:15. Got into the station at just before 8. My assessor turned up a minute after me, which was good because I was there waiting for him. We both went into the station together, and literally within about 2 minutes the assessment started. It was just a long question and answer session, all stuff which I should know as a watchkeeper. Everything I'd learned. Boy, was I glad I'd revised. Irish waterfalls, wow. Is it any better now, Dave? The glitching, I should think it will be. That should help a little bit. So, what we're going to say, yeah. So it began. 10 o'clock. My assessor said, right, so we've gone through it. I thought it was going to be a 3-hour session, because that's what I was told. He said, no, he said, you've gone through it. I said, how have I done? He said, well, you passed. He said, you got mainly A's, but you got one or two, a couple of B's, It's nothing to worry about. They said you've got no C's and definitely no D's. Basically, I suppose, if I use the Ofsted grading system, I'd have probably got a 1/2. 1 being outstanding, 2 being good, 3 being improvement needed, and 4 an abject failure. So, from what he said, looking at it, if I were being observed by an Ofsted inspector teaching, I'd have got a good with outstanding features. Well, I did get a couple of outstanding, but mainly Ofsted considered me to be a good teacher. So, am I happy with that? Yeah. It'll do me. It's a true reflection of where I am. Okay, cheers, Dave. That's great, I'll have a look at that. I love Saltman. Well, me and the old Duchess and Tobes, we're going to Whitby in April. Yep. We're going to have a week in Whitby. The thing is, we won't put Toby in kennels. We would never have put Charlie and Alfie in kennels. So we have to go somewhere where we can take dogs. And we kind of like Whitby anyway. So we'll be going there for a week. I'll let you know nearer the time. I will do a night there, an afternoon or something, going for a walk. But it won't be like a long time. I might do a few, but they'll be short rather than long videos. Well, we'll go past Elsie in a minute. So at least, you know, I can relax now. I'm not sitting here thinking of all that I've read. I'm not thinking about declared facility statuses or tidal diamonds. Admiralty maps, stuff like that. You know, I can just enjoy my walks. I'm not stressed now. I weren't that stressed, but yeah, I were. I didn't think I'd fail. Ha ha ha! 2 daft dogs. 3 daft dogs. Not like barking at another dog, is there, for a dog? No, I didn't think I'd fail. But I wouldn't have wanted to have got 4 dogs. I wouldn't have wanted to have got a borderline pass or a condoned pass. Something like that. If you're going to pass, you want to get a good pass. I mean, think of your degree. A first with honours, first class, is 70 plus. 60 plus for 65 for 2-1, 60 for 2-2, 50 for a third class. Well, why the hell would you want a third class? There she is, Elsie. You wouldn't. So, I know when I took my degree all them years ago, I got 68. And my key tutor said it wouldn't have been that much more effort for me to have got 70. Which would have been a first. That was fine though. I mean, don't forget, I was working full time. I had a family. So things weren't easy, but yeah, I thought I'm all right with that. So for Coast Watch, that's my assessment. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Because that seems to be me. Whenever I got observed at school as a teacher, either by Ofsted or by my senior management team, I got mainly goods. Sometimes I got an outstanding, but not that often. So yeah, it's kind of where I should be. The sky's very muggy. Visibility's poor. At Withernsea earlier on, we were looking at, I don't know, well less than a nautical mile, half mile, something like that, at best. Well, I won't be doing anywhere near 12 miles tonight. I've penciled myself in for 6, so it'll probably work out to be about 6.5. Well, tonight I'm fine with that. Tomorrow I'll put me back into it. And tomorrow morning when I go out with Topes, I'm going to take the gimbal. I've now got the lanyard put around my wrist, so I'm not going to drop it. Which is good. Well, another 15 days and we can say goodbye to January. Wow, 15 days. You get into February and you really start noticing those longer nights. I notice them already. Hi Edward. I did well, I did okay. I had my assessment, I thought it was going to be 3 hours. It turns out it was 2 hours and they were happy with me. I got mainly A's, but I got a few B's. Now, basically, it was a bit like a Viva if you do a PhD or something like that at university, where they question you on your thesis. So it's a bit like that. They're questioning me on what I know, what I've learned. And then they had me doing some practical work. And it all went really smoothly. Yeah, I did make a few blunders, but I managed to get myself out of them as well. So I got mainly A's and a few B's, which is typical me, really. You know, if you were to look at that on the Ofsted score, 1 is outstanding, 2 is good, 3 improvement needed but okay, 4 abject failure. Well, I got no C's and I got no D's, so it was A and B. So you could say I'm somewhere between good and outstanding. Now, whenever I was observed by Ofsted on the school senior management team, I always got between a 1. Now and again I have got a 1, but not very often. More often I'd get 2. Good with outstanding features. So you could say A with some B's is good with some outstanding features. So I'm happy with that score. In my degree I come out with a 2-1. 70% and above you get a first. 65, between 65 and 70, it's a 2-1. 60% plus, it's a 2-2. Over 50%, it's a third. So in that respect, with my degree I came out with a good upper second. So to get a good with outstanding features, it's a bit like that. So yeah, I'm relieved, I'm happy, and I'm proud of myself. I've worked damned hard for this. I was revising at about 11:30 last night. 12 days left. Yeah. Less than 2 weeks. Yeah. It's the 19th today. So in 2 weeks we'll be well into February. Imagine that. Just imagine that, boy. I think this place opens on the 1st of February, reopens I should say, on the 1st of February. And then people can come and stay in their chalets and caravans and things like that. Hi Jay, how are you? Let's see when it opens. Seems ages ago when they shut it. Yep, 31st of January. Yep, so we can use it again. Come and stay here on the 1st of Feb. Right, mate. Right, we can go now. When I come out an hour or so ago, he went mad, little fella. Don't know what he was going mad at. He was having a go at this other dog. I don't know why. He was going absolutely berserk. So I don't know what the issue was. Whatever it was, he wasn't happy. Poor Toby. I wouldn't mind if he'd have known the dog, but he didn't. Well, we've done 5.3 miles today. So I'm hoping to have done 6.8 or something when we get home, 7 mile maybe. I wanted to go further on the beach, but the tide was just that little bit. In too far, and I weren't going to take the chance. If it had been another, say, quarter of an hour earlier, I might well have done. They got me distance. Come on, Toby. No matter though. As I said, tomorrow, I'm not sure, we'll see what the weather's like. I might go for a walk up the Humber. So I'll take little fella with me. Or I might leave him at home in the morning. That way I can play about with my gimbal and not be worrying too much about him. It's like along here, I'd be fine with the gimbal. Now I've got the lanyard for it, I'd be absolutely more than fine with it. But along the banks of the Humber, where there's marshes and all sorts of things, not so much. That's something I'd have to think out and reason out to myself. It might be a bit much watching him, watching what I'm doing, plus watching how things are coming out on screen. Along here it's absolutely fine because I know where I am. I know what I'm looking at. I can keep one eye. I feel I can see both. I can see both the road and the screen. Just look over the screen, I can see it. On the bank of the Humber, that might not be so clear cut. Well, I certainly feel a lot less stressed than what I were last night. It was a stressful week last week. I mean, Thursday I had that mock assessment, which in some ways was more difficult than the real thing. I don't think it was. I think what the thing was, I was more prepared. I made sure I was prepared for it. So it seemed easy. It didn't seem as difficult. I didn't get flustered or anything like that, which is always a worry with me. I do tend to get flustered sometimes. Words just flowed out of my mouth. I was confident, so that was good. My shift sorted out. I'm on Mondays, every Monday morning. And I've said, if it's short, I'll always cover. Just let me know and I'll be more than happy to cover. I've now got the epaulets. Well, I remember when we got here last night, it was quite dark. Mine were about 10 minutes early, so that might have something to do with it. Well, hi Bobby. DA. No, you're not going to get that here in Yorkshire. The continent's too far away. You get that on the south coast. Kent. I won't see anything like that. Mind you, we do have a memorandum of understanding with Border Force. If we see anything untoward, like lots of people in a dinghy or people unloading stuff, boxes and things, into a small craft from a larger craft, to inform them. What we'd do is just tell the Coast Guard what we've seen, and they'll make whatever arrangements need to be made. So that's good. But other than that, we won't see anything like dinghies or anything. Unless, of course, it's people being washed out to sea by the tide and the waves and the wind and things. Oh. Hello. Come on, there's a good boy. No. Yes, we've got rest. Hello, you two. Hiya. I'm all right, you? Well, we're almost back on the promenade. Tonight I'm just going to spend a nice, quiet, relaxed evening with the old Duchess. Last night she made me a curry, right nice chicken curry, and we had that with some couple of naans, Peshwari naans. Now they're lovely. With yoghurt, mixed pickle, and some samosas. The only thing we didn't have was some mango lassi. That's nice. I have to find out how to make that. Probably mash up a mango and mix it with yogurt and milk I don't know, I'll have to see. It's got all the sea fret and the mist. Yeah, remember that old grandpa standing on that ledge down there with that boy. Edward, in the summer, it's absolutely beautiful. JU about apple crumble? Yeah, we could have. We didn't though. We just had our curry, and it was really nice. The old Duchess learned how to make curry from one of the best curry makers in the world, my mum. My mum learned from an Indian lady, one of our old neighbours. She knows all the tricks, and she taught my wife. Yeah, in the summer, it's absolutely gorgeous. You know, the nice thing about With is it's not too commercialised. So in the summer, yeah, you've got a lot of people, but you're not like killed with amusements and arcades and all that sort of stuff. It's not, you know, it's not like Whitby or Scarborough. It's a lot more quiet, and it's just a nice place to be. Better pull Tobes in a bit. Oh, it's Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, I had my. Well, I passed.
Oh, well done! Congratulations. I told you you would.
I know, but you never say.
I know, you're right.
I got mainly A's with a few B's.
Right, well
So,
done.
so if you think of it in terms of being observed at school,
Yeah.
that's like good outstanding features. So
Well done.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I can imagine you are. Well done.
Yeah. Or your
Congratulations.
degree, about like 2-1, a very good 2-1, which is where I fall really. So,
Yeah.
hello you two. How are you anyhow?
Hey, Don Lethbridge, they've just been playing with Bear and he's a bit bigger and she gets chatty then, she's a talker.
He just went mad at a dog. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Normally it's pretty much all right, but this dog he went absolutely berserk
These
at.
just steady away, isn't there? Sometimes though they just take an instant dislike, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I tend to keep mine a bit closer with Iris as well. She doesn't like Iris. And he's learned not to like it because she doesn't like it. There's something in the colouring, I don't think it affects her eyes. But she's not keen on Iris. So people that I normally let her say hello to when they've got their thingy on, I keep her a bit because she doesn't like it. It somehow it
affects out there, yeah.
What is it? You're twisting my melon, man. I think it twists the melon.
I don't know, because you just don't know how they see things. We can surmise, but we don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're seeing black and white rather than colour, so it surprises me that Ivy's she's never ever liked Ivy's. She doesn't attack it, you know.
No.
She doesn't attack a person wearing it.
Well, I thought.
Wary of people in Ivy's.
I thought we saw in black and white, but I'm not sure that they do.
Yeah, well,
I think we can see. I think we can see some colours, but not the same colour range as we've got.
And shades of
Yeah.
sepia, and like our old photographs, I suppose, black
Yeah.
and white greys, really.
I think that's what we can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's just black and white, but you know, look,
No.
yeah, just observing me dogs over the years.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I don't think we got a brilliant colour range, like it said
No.
sepia or something like that.
No.
Very faint colours and stuff. But I don't know.
Are you making your channel?
Yeah, what we're doing.
Don't be bloody broadcasting me.
No, you're not on. I got your dogs. I got the 2 dogs. But I always put dogs on.
Me and me where the accent that we're going to get them bloody wedding out.
No, don't worry. Look, I've got people from all over the world. America, Australia, India. Yeah,
Yeah.
you name it. They're on here.
Somebody said to me yesterday when I was walking on, look at that, English and British. And I said, you know what, that's a pretty good assessment. English
Yeah.
Bull Terrier, British Bulldog.
Yeah. In it. Yeah. Excellent, Lynn.
I've never thought that before.
No.
All I need, I've got in my head, I said, all I need now is a Yorkshire Terrier so that I've got English, British and Yorkie.
Sounds good.
See you later. Come on,
See you later, Lynn. Take care, anyhow.
well done again, Darryl.
Thanks, Lynn. Hi, Jay again. We got. Yeah, we have a lot of fishermen. Hi, guys. We get a lot of fishermen, and we get people like that. But it's for tourists. As I said, even in the summer, it gets busy, but it just doesn't get too busy. Anyhow, that lady I was talking to, Lynn, and she was, when I was teaching, she was a colleague at the same school as me. So I've known her a long time, many years, 20 years, something like that, maybe longer. We moved to, when I left teaching, she left at the same time as me. And she went to live near Inverness. We moved to Withernsea, and then just after that she moved to Withernsea. You know, it's a small world, isn't it? Well, yeah. Well, I've not been all over the world, but I've been to India, went to Russia many years ago, been to Italy, Holland, France and Switzerland. I were thinking, but I've never got round to it. I'm going to America. I'm going to New York. I have family who went there back in the 1920s and early 30s. And I thought I'd go and have a look at the Lower East Side. That's where we all went. And go and have a butty, a salt beef butty at Cat's. But I've never got round to it. But it's on my bucket list for some point. But I'm not in any great hurry to do it. I'd have a bit of a problem now. My old Duchess, she's not good on her feet. And I wouldn't be right keen on just leaving her to it. Hiya, you alright?
Yeah, fine. You keeping okay?
Huh?
You keeping okay?
I am. And you?
Yeah. Very nice that they found that girl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, a horrible situation, but I mean, but
It is. It's like you said, it's not good, but it's that the best outcome we were going to
Well,
get.
it is, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as we talked about before, I could, if they hadn't found her, that would have been a bit worse possible. They knew she was gone, and at least they've got somebody to bury now, haven't they, you know?
Yeah, you can put them both together, mum
Yeah.
and daughter.
I mean, like I say, I mean, I think they did pretty well. They had some old rocks and everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know, Christ.
The excavators are still up there.
Had it? Right?
Right at the top on Hollym Beach.
Yeah.
There's like a car park further up. And they parked up there. Huge
They'll
excavator.
never give up. She's more likely there for about a couple of weeks, you know, for a fair length of time.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'd have moved, you know. But with these rocks, you don't realise how, you know, what's spaced out behind.
No.
When they first put them in, my lad.
You just don't know, do you?
No, that's the same. My lad and the person who drowned his lad used to go underneath the frigging rocks and everything because the sand was a lot lower. And,
Yeah.
you know, but I didn't know this at the frigging time, you know, I found out afterwards. But you don't realise how much space there is between them, that, you know.
You just don't know.
No. But like I say, I mean, it's a horrible situation, but it's the best thing that
It's the best outcome it could have
best
been.
outcome that could have got.
The
yeah.
best outcome was it didn't happen, but
Oh yeah.
that's the next.
definitely.
What's happened? The next best outcome.
Yeah.
At least she's been found.
At
At least she's been put. At least her and her mum can be put to rest.
Yeah.
At least the family can grieve.
Oh, I totally agree. I say it's a situation I would never like to get into.
No, no, no.
Right.
Hey, I shall see you, my friend. Take care. Is it a separate world, Alabama? No, I'd like to go. I thought about going to New York. Gonna see the Lower East Side. Gonna see where my family went. Get a feel of it. See what it was like. My granddad left England in the 1920s. And my grandmother remained in Manchester, but she wouldn't leave because she had his parents to look after and she wouldn't leave them. So he divorced her. It's a long story, and he got married again out there. My Uncle Louis went out there in the 1930s. That's my dad's brother. Now, here's the rub. From what I can make of it, my granddad, Shlomo, married a woman out there in New York, and they had a son called Seymour. So Seymour would have been my dad's half brother. Now, in the war, in 1941, Seymour joined the United States Air Force. Or 42, I don't know, but it was during the war anyway. And he came over here to Blighty. And he was bomber crew. Now, in 1945, at the end of the war, when the GIs were going home, Seymour decided he was going to make a career of the United States Air Force, and he stayed in the UK, either the UK and Germany. I can remember him going to my grandma's house Even though it weren't her grandson by blood, she treated him like a grandson. He had his room in her house. She fed him, and she treated him as family because he was family. And I remember him coming to stay at my grandmother's house for the weekend. I can remember this guy in the uniform. I don't really remember much about him, but I can certainly remember being at my grandmother's house and Seymour turning up for the weekend. That was my American cousin. And I think it was about 1965, maybe 64 or 65, when he went back home. My dad's mum died in 1966, I think. So I certainly remember Seymour. That was my cousin and my dad's half-brother. Watching combining in Michigan, what's that? Well, we've not even been on the road for an hour yet. But tonight I'm just going to have a nice quiet evening. Sat with the Duchess. She can tell me about the day. Yes, for today I'm really proud of myself anyway. I wanted to get the best possible pass I could. It's like Lynn saying, I knew you'd pass. The thing is, you never know. It's like I used to say that to my students, you just don't know. You might think you're going to pass and then things happen. Failure to prepare is preparation for failure. I used to tell them that. However much revision you've done, you can always do that little bit more. And that little bit more might make the difference. Yep, just gone past the kiddie wink, so. Yeah, so I'm left now feeling quite happy. Bit tired, but it's always good when you pass something. Thanks, Edward. I'm with you. Combine harvesting, yeah, I'm with you. We were watching them do that last August, September in some of the fields here. We were watching them. Yeah, thanks, Edward. thanks, so that means a lot that people are happy for me. Sorry. Come on, Tobes. Let's pull him over here, runner. Yeah, I saw him coming. Sometimes you don't even see him coming. Toby! I want to get a picture of the two towers, and that'll be for my icon tonight. I've not seen anything which is inspirational that deserves a picture, so I'm struggling a bit now. So we'll do the Pier Towers. Come on, Tobes. Toby! Yeah, I think this will be a good idea. The memorial that they built of the flowers for those who lost their lives. Toby! So we'll take a picture of that. Toby! Now come here. Right, so I want a picture of that, the flowers. Toby! Oh my God. Right, that I'll have to try and fiddle about with, I think. Toby doesn't like standing around here. Dave. Ouch. That hurt, I can feel that, Dave. Well, we've just gone past Love's Young Dream. Well, we had a right lot of people on tonight. But then again, it gets like that. Not Monday, but I think 2 weeks tonight. I think we're going to start coming on a little bit later. So we're like the first Monday in February. No, 26th of January, 3 weeks tonight. 2nd of February, something like that. And we'll start coming on quarter to 4, well, quarter to 4, something like that, rather than 3:30. And then we'll see where we go from there. Well, we got a load of kiddie winks over there. And what time we're looking at? We've done 6.75 miles and nearly 1,000 calories. Kids, eh? Quite often I still wish I were teaching. Oh, blimey, Dave. What you like? Whenever I come out walking Toby, I always wear my boots, my hiking boots. In the house I don't wear anything. Either bare feet or stocking feet. I never have wore anything. But yeah, I have dropped things on my feet before today. Oh, it hurts, doesn't it? It really bloody hurts. Oh, God. My missus, the old Duchess never goes anywhere without her shoes on. Me, I don't care. When it was snowing, I went out with no shoes on my feet even. Not out walking, just to the bin and stuff like that. Yeah, I go into the bin. I went to the car for something in my bare feet. Like I've said to you before, I don't ever really feel cold. So what are you having for tea then, Dave? If you're dropping tartar sauce, I take it you're having fish. I might see if the old Duchess wants to go over to see our son and his family. Last weekend in January. Travelodge are doing a deal in Halifax at £28 odd for a night. which isn't bad. Plus £20 for topes. But still not bad. Still got all the Christmas stuff up. No, that sounds alright. Sounds nice. I like haddock. Not much. I like cauliflower, but I'm not much keen on broccoli. I'll eat it. Well, I think on Thursday I'm going to take the old Duchess out for a dinner. We'll go to Withernsea, I think. She could do with getting out.
I think you're cute.
You like him?
No.
Yeah, this is Toby. See you later, love. Well. That's Big Mel, who runs the hub. Well, I parked my car in its normal place tonight, so I'm wondering if somebody has decided to opportunistically park in front of me. I never thought I should have just parked it, where I parked it the other day and just left it, but out of habit I parked it back in my normal place. So when I go in, if they haven't, I might just move my car up a bit. I don't mind too much, providing they're sensible about it, but they're not. Basically, it parks against this curb up to about here, which means if there's a car in number 5, Barbara's daughter, I've got a long vehicle, it's quite a long car, so I'm going to struggle to get out. If he'd have parked here, I wouldn't have been that bothered, because then I can get out. Anyhow, folk, Toby just wants to say good night. Here, Toby. Toby. Ooh, yeah. And no, we don't have many bank branches. True, it's all online nowadays. But anyhow, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for your company on this walk. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's been a brilliant day for me. I'm now through my Coast Watch accreditation, so life will get a bit easier. I can do other things. We can have walks round Hull. I can use my gimbal. So there's a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks. So with that, I'm just going to say thank you very much again and good night. I shall see you on the next one. Bye, Oliver. Bye. See you soon, Edward. See you, Dave. See everybody.